the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and the Federal Bureau of Investigation have been really working hard the last 3 days, 80 plus hours. Finding Evelyn is our main concern and our top priority at this time. This case is unlike anything I've ever been involved in. We've had a child that's not been seen by the parents or certain family members in almost 2 months and was just reported this week. Evelyn was last seen in December. As you all know, these cases are already time sensitive, and we urge anyone with any information to come forward. I know there are a lot of questions and rumors floating around. Believe me, we have a lot of questions still unanswered as well. The investigation began on Tuesday afternoon, February 18, after the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office received a State of Tennessee Department of Children's Services referral. The referral stated that certain family members hadn't seen Evelyn in 2 months. The Sullivan County Sheriff's Office and the Department of Children's Services immediately launched an investigation to locate 15-month-old Evelyn Boswell. Her mother, Maggie Boswell, has been involved in the investigation as long as with the father, Ethan Perry, who is stationed in the military in Louisiana. On Wednesday evening, just before 8 p.m., the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation decided the missing child met the criteria for an Amber Alert due to the child possibly being in imminent danger of physical harm or death. Numerous tips came through the virtual command center and into our dispatch center. All leads have and will continue to be followed up on. We are continuing to interview anybody that may have any information on the whereabouts of Evelyn, or anybody that can provide us with that information. During this investigation, we were made aware of a person of interest that we would like to speak to. This may lead to additional relevant information in our investigation. This vehicle with the occupants is a gray 2007 BMW with Tennessee tags 3M9-6W9. That's 3 Mike 9, 6 Whiskey 9. I am personally donating $1,000 for award for any information that results in the safe return of Evelyn, and would like to solicit other community members or anybody from the nation to attach themselves with me to aid in bringing sweet Evelyn home. I have any questions?
Who first reported the Tom missing? Or who was in that referral?
The grandmother.
The grandmother?
Or grandfather, I'm sorry. My bad.
Now, normally the first hours in these kind of cases are the most important. Are there any worries since it's been 2 months?
That's our main worry. This, like I say, this is unlike anything I've ever seen. We usually, we have to act really quick, and usually a 1 hour, 2 hour basis is when it's reported, but we're talking 2 months, and it's hindering a lot of our investigation. But we're going to continue investigating and continue following up on every lead that's come through our Tennessee Bureau of Investigation virtual command center and our dispatch.
Why is your interest peaked around this BMW? How did this come about?
I can't release any information on that at that time because some of the information we're getting is conflicting. It's inaccurate. But we do have a vehicle description that we think maybe the occupants of that vehicle are just wanted just a question. And that's, we just need to talk to these people just so we can move on to different leads.
And you have released a tag number, which leads me to believe that you guys do know who the car is registered to. Do you have the name of the person that you believe is involved?
I can't release that at this time.
Is it believed that the child is in danger with this person?
No, we just think that they have some additional information that could lead us to the contact or resulting in finding this child.
When was the last time the parents saw the child? You say that certain family members saw her last in December. What was the last time her mother and or her father saw her?
I'm not going to go with what the mother stated because, like I say, some of the conflicting stories are inaccurate. But a babysitter, and this is the day I'm going on, last saw the child December 10th and 11th.
There's a lot of rumors regarding the mother. I mean, is she a suspect in this case, or is she cooperating with you?
We're not disregarding anybody as a suspect at this time.
Has the father said anything? I know on Facebook he had some comments voicing his concern. Has he been cooperating with you as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Why was the mother in court this morning?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why she was in court.
That would be a question from the juvenile court system. And who has custody of Evelyn? Did the mother have full custody of her?
Yeah, they had a baby out of wedlock in the state of Tennessee. The mother has full custody, so the mother would have full custody of the child.
With reporting a child missing after the child's been gone for 2 months, I mean, even though she said she's cooperating with the investigation, could she be looking at any additional child endangerment charges or stuff related to that?
That'll be something we'll have to discuss with our district attorney general and our district attorney's office. At this time, she is cooperating, but like I say, some of the information she's given us hadn't been really accurate.
And obviously, in these kind of situations, you hope that you find the child alive. Do you think that we are looking for a child who is alive?
I think so, personally, and that's our main concern, is to find Evelyn.
Can you go into detail as to why you believe that the mom's comments are not trustworthy, and that there's conflicting information coming from her?
Yeah, during our interviews, her stories aren't leading up to stuff that we went out and checked on, video surveillance, eyewitness testimony. So a lot of her information hadn't been accurate.
And as far as her story, I mean, what is she saying? You obviously, as law enforcement, look at someone who comes in and reports a child missing for 2 months. What is that story?
Yeah, I won't release that at this time as well, simply because it's went so many different directions and led us to so many different directions, and I don't want to confuse the public. Right now, our main focus is getting Evelyn back, and the only information that I believe that could help us in maybe getting some more information is finding this gray BMW.
So it's not believed that the child is in that BMW, it's just believed that the person who owns that car would have
Has some information.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any concerns about trafficking in this case?
Always have concerns about trafficking and any type of offense, across state lines and selling. And I always think of the worst, but we just got to hope and pray little Evelyn's okay and we can get her back as soon as possible.
And back to that car, do we know where that car could be? Is it in the Tri-Cities area? Could it be across state lines?
It could be across state lines.
Which, towards North Carolina, towards Virginia?
Pretty much anywhere. Virginia was the last state I heard that she had some family members down there, and so it could be that way, So I wish I could give you all more information. Like I say, we have just as much questions as you all, even after 4 days. I mean, we have literally, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, I want to thank them, and Federal Bureau of Investigation, they brought all the resources, set up command centers, tip lines to take up all these tips, because our dispatch centers flooded with calls during the incidences like this, and we're following every lead, even if we don't think it may be inaccurate. We're still going to follow every lead we get.
And so, to be clear, no one has seen her since the day after Christmas, December 26th? Or would you say that it was the earlier date in December by the babysitter?
I believe that December 10th and 11th is a more accurate response, if that makes sense to you.
We've received several reports, so that's why the date of December 26th was entered into NCIC.
Yeah.
But again, like the sheriff said, we received conflicting statements.
Was it the grandfather that said that she was missing on December 26th, or they hadn't seen her since December 26th?
I'm not sure about that, Kristen.
Are you asking neighboring states to issue Amber Alerts as well, or are you working with other offices in other states?
Yeah, if you all have any questions on Amber Alert, I'd like to
Not
leave.
this time. No.
Okay.
As far as an active search location, I know you said she had family in Virginia, this was that she got a Bluntbill. Where are you guys looking?
We've got foots on the ground everywhere. Every lead, 2 states. We went to DeKalb County because we had a tip up there. I mean, it doesn't matter where the leads are or if they've seen Evelyn. We're going to go to it. We're going to follow up on it.
Can you touch on the type of resources you guys are using in this case? I mean, just on the ground patrol?
Well, like I say, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and every local police, sheriff office across the state and across other states, anything we've asked, they're more than glad to help us out and assist us.
Do you believe she could have been kidnapped?
I don't really put anything. I really don't disregard anything that could happen to her. I just hope and pray she's okay, she's alive, and we can get back with her as soon as possible.
And what would you say to the person that has her right now?
Please bring her back. I mean, that's all we care about is Evelyn and her safe return.
Guys, we understand this is a complicated case and you have a lot of questions, but truly known, we just can't answer all of your questions right now. There's a lot of information that we can't release to the public because it would hurt the investigation. At this point, I can tell you we've received more than 200 tips, and we're following up on those tips, and we just ask the public to be diligent and call us with any piece sensitive information they may have. We appreciate you being here. We'll take one or two more questions and then that's it.
Where was that on last game?
You know,
I'm not sure on that.
I'm
It's our
not,
understanding in Sullivan County.
yeah, in Sullivan County.
Does the mother or the father have any previous criminal history?
It's good.
You're welcome to request a criminal history from the TPI, and we can provide that for you.